I'm Emily Roberson. I'm a novelist, the author of Lifestyles of Gods and Monsters, and I'm doing a series on creative questions that I've asked myself. And this one is a little different. Today, the question I'm going to ask is, what should I wear? I'm going to talk about clothes and fashion because this was always an issue for me because I sort of had an idea in my head that creative people looked a certain way, and I have another video all about what does a creative person look like. And over time, I started to realize that I have a lot of control over what I look like because I have a lot of control over what I wear, which is one of the fabulous things about being a human being, in my opinion, that we get to change our outer covering. You know, we're not like a bird. We don't have to keep the same feathers all the time. We can spiff up our feathers however we like. So I'm going to talk all about clothes. I have always loved clothes and I've always loved fashion, but for a long time I didn't trust myself to wear the things that I loved. I thought they were for other people. I just really came to believe that I could be the kind of person who wears scarves or prints or color or has long hair or wears earrings, all those things, lipstick. Those are things that I liked, and I didn't want to give it up to people who only looked a certain way. I feel like everything's more fun if we can embrace the things that we love. As a side note, this is why I absolutely hate some of those shows that are what not to wear shows. Queer Eye, I totally love. But the ones where they come in and look at the guy with the ZZ Top beard or the message t-shirt or something like that and tell them, no, 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 this has to go. I really hate those because a lot of times at the end of it, they've taken a very distinctive person who had put a lot of personality into their clothes and they've made them much more standard. Now, I currently don't really wear message t-shirts, but I love a good message t-shirt. They're a great conversation starter for people who maybe are shy in a new situation. They can tell people a lot about you, and sometimes they're just fun and funny. And so I hate the idea that we have to come in and say, you have to get different clothes because these are out of style or dated or something if they're what the person loves. Another example is cargo shorts. I know they're not flattering, but some people just really love the pockets. I think you should be able to wear things you love if it's for pockets. The other thing is, I can think back to myself in high school. I wore things that were hugely large, very enormously large, like it swallowed me whole. And there were two big reasons for that. Number one is I was a teenager and wasn't totally comfortable with my body and getting attention on my body, and big clothes helped disguise that. And number two, equally important, I was going to a lot of punk rock shows. And believe me, I was not alone in the big baggy clothes at the punk rock shows. And had I shown up in a crop top and booty shorts, people would have wondered what I was doing there. So part of clothes is costuming and part of clothes is comfort. And so I don't think we should make people feel bad for what they're choosing to wear if it makes them comfortable. So I want to kick to the curb all those rules and ideas about what you should wear or what you shouldn't wear or what's flattering and not flattering. What I really want to talk about is what you like. That's the big question. What do you want to wear? You, creative person who is building your own creative life. What are the things that you like? And what do you own now? And what would you get rid of? And what do you wish you could wear in an aspirational way? That's really what I want to talk about today. So for this, I'm going to tell you about a book that I completely and totally love. It totally changed how I dress. It is one of my favorite things ever. And it is called The Curated Closet. Here it is, The Curated Closet by Anushka Reese. And it is a really great book and I highly recommend it. And I'll link to the book in the show notes below. There it is. You should totally read it. It's really great. So the first exercise that she has you do in the Curated Closet, which I highly recommend, is to pull together basically a lookbook of the things that you love, whether you do it on Pinterest, whether you do it on the internet, whether you do it, I just started a Word file where I imported pictures. Whether you tear it out of magazines, what she's asking you to do is just really generally identify those pictures, those ideas, those aesthetics that you love, that you would like to have, or or like to wear. And so in the book, she talks about when you do that, you'll start to notice you probably have a few of those things already in your closet, but you just aren't really sure how to wear them. And this is where the book is incredibly helpful, so helpful, because what she asks you to do is look at the details of clothes. For example, I had always wanted this type of top. I don't even know really what it's called. It's like a popover or something maybe, but I had no idea what to wear it with. Like, do you wear it with jeans? Do you wear it with a skirt? Well, doing the exercises in the curated closet, I figured out a lot of people were wearing it with white shorts. And I happen to have a pair of white shorts and no idea what to wear them with. So it was super helpful to be like, oh, I can wear them with this. So the next part that Miss Reese has you do is take everything out of your closet and identify all the things that you have. Get rid of anything torn, stained. This is standard Marie Kondo stuff. Get rid of everything torn, stained, get rid of everything you don't love. But she says you'll notice themes of like, maybe you have a lot of striped shirts in your closet, which was the thing that was true for me. I had a lot of that Breton style shirt. I'm wearing one in one of the other videos. But I really wasn't wearing it because I had just seen a lot of those shirts, but hadn't done the work of looking at the pictures of other people to see what pants they were wearing with them. So I kept feeling discombobulated, like I was wearing them in a way that didn't look very nice. So she says you identify all the things you have in your closet, the elements, and in her, she has a whole system in the book, which I totally recommend, where you're looking at tops, bottoms, and then like a jacket. So that would be a shirt and a skirt and a jacket, or a dress and a cardigan and a scarf. You know, you're looking at these elements and then you're kind of figuring out what you can mix and match together. And the big thing that she explains is what you'll find is you'll figure out what the holes are. When you look at the pictures you saved and you look at what you have, you'll see what the holes are. And so then the next time you go shopping, what you know you're shopping for is a khaki skirt or a floral blouse, or, you know, and this is all going to be totally specified to you and the things that you liked. You might realize, oh, what I'm missing is shoes. And so that's like sort of a big way to organize all that. But then the next step is putting it into practice, which is more difficult. And I will explain to you how I did that. Okay, so I went through the whole process that was in that book, that curated closet, and then I'm gonna show you what I built from it. And in a way, I can't believe I'm showing you guys this because it's really dorky, but it's been really helpful. So, and it was super helpful when I was on book tour and I couldn't figure out what to pack. It's really helpful for packing. So I identified, I actually built it around the bottoms, pants. So I identified what a few different kinds of pants that I had. So like boyfriend jeans, leggings, just regular pants, skirts, dresses, and shorts. And then in my computer, I took those pictures I told you guys about that I'd torn out of magazines or saved off the internet, and I pulled them together so I could see. So for example, if you look at this page, which is for shorts, you can see up here, like I showed the different ways I could wear a Breton shirt with shorts, or maybe like a more of a peasant top with shorts. And this is where it gets really dorky, but this is just me not being able to dress myself. I made a little note to myself about what were the elements that could go together with those things. So for example, I have a striped dress that's pretty similar to this one. So I could remember I could wear a jacket and a chunky necklace with it. Or I have a black dress and I have a khaki coat. And so I could wear the black dress and the khaki coat together. And then I have some like sort of, I actually wear this particular outfit all the time. This is something aspirational. I wish I had this. But so you sort of see And then I took them to the store and got them laminated. But because they're laminated, they don't get torn up in my closet. I can just pull them out when I'm getting dressed and remember like, oh, I like it if I wear a necklace with this, or these are the shoes I could wear with this. And it just radically limits the amount of time I have to spend standing there staring at my closet trying to figure out what to wear, which I don't even have to do anymore. I just kind of walk in, figure out what shirt I'm gonna wear, and then pull everything together based on that, or figure out what pants, or look at the, maybe the event I might be going to. And so, so that is all to say that getting a handle on your clothes, while it is complicated, anybody can do it. Because seriously, like if I can do it, anybody can do it. And so I feel like the big thing that I want everyone to remember is you have control over what you wear, and you have control over what you like. Some person, whether it's me or someone else, I promise I won't do it, but somebody saying to you, this is good and this is bad and this is flattering and this is not flattering. No, like wear what you love. And again, totally buy this book. Like it's so good. Anyway, it's still a work in progress for me. I'm not sure what happens if my sense of style changes. I guess eventually I'll have to make new laminated cards, but that is kind of an adventure too. So I guess the thing is that I would hope is clear, obviously, is that I had a really fun time doing the work of figuring out what I loved and figuring out how to put it together. So anyway, thanks for following along, and let me know if you have any questions. And you know, I still have about 10 more questions that are my big questions that I'll be doing. But if you have other questions that you'd like me to answer about the creative life, be sure to let me know down in the comments, and subscribe and follow me on Instagram, and I'm on Twitter too. So anyway, thanks guys.